Hey everyone, my name is Miguel, and today I'm going to show you how to make the most out of the $20 that you're paying for Claude. Now, Claude is a ChatGPT alternative that's created by Anthropic, and honestly, for me, it's my favorite tool out there for reasons that you will see. What I'm going to do to start things off is to show you one of the most important things that you need to do whenever you download any application like this, is to head into your settings right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to head either into privacy or security. It changes depending on the application that you're using. And whenever you see this type of textbook of text where it says, help me improve this model, what you're going to do is you're going to select no, depending on what you want. Personally, I do give my data to Claude and Anthropic because I believe that what they're building is absolutely fantastic, but I don't give my data to other tools such as ChatGPT. So always be aware to turn off this type of setting whenever you run another application such as Perplexity, ChatGPT, or Claude. Now, this is the homepage for Claude. Looks exactly the same as ChatGPT. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through all of the features that it has, how to use them, and then we're going to finish off with the artifacts, which I'm going to show you. To start things off, of course, Claude is capable of everything that ChatGPT is capable of doing. So answering to questions, going into the web, browse for current information. Here on the bottom right-hand side, you have the model selector. So different things when it comes to ChatGPT. ChatGPT only has numbers to distinguish the models. Here we also have names. So you have Opus, Sonnet, and Haiku. Opus is the biggest of the models. You can think of it as the largest brain. That means that it's the best model out there to actually do heavy reasoning and think about problems that are very difficult to solve. But it's the slowest one because it's the biggest. The second one is Sonnet, which is one of my favorites. It's par on par with Opus. Sonnet is the medium size and it's extremely good at everyday tasks. But don't let be fooled. When it comes to everyday tasks, this thing is great at anything business related, and it's also very cheap. And Haiku, the smallest one, is actually quite good as well. I don't personally use it. It's quite rare that I actually use it for either development or personal use, but it's very good, very good. I've tested it. Here, when you click on the models, you will have all of the older models from Anthropic. Honestly, don't really touch them because the newest models not only are better, they're also cheaper, which is fantastic. The technology is just getting cheaper, cheaper, and cheaper. Now, here on the left-hand side, whenever you click this button, you will activate thinking mode. Now, what does thinking mean? Just like us humans, we don't just rush to the solution of a problem. We actually talk with ourselves and think it through. These models do exactly the same, just like other reasoning models. So they actually have small discussions with themselves, saying like, hey, maybe I should try to solve it by doing this, this, and this. They get all the way to the bottom of the reasoning, and then they start saying something like, oh, this is not the way to go. I'll just go back, I'll test some other thing, and then they decide which is the best path to choose to solve the problem that you give them. It works exactly the same. So if you're ever going to do something that's reasoning intensive, so maybe creating some assets or brainstorming, don't hesitate to turn this on. Here on the left, you have way more options. So all of the basic things, things like just adding documents, something that Claude does fantastically well, taking screenshots on pages so you can actually put them inside of the conversation, projects, which behaves just the same as ChatGPT, meaning that you have a folder where you can put documents and custom instructions. I will show you later. And then once you go all the way to the bottom here, well, you also have your connectors, so you can connect Claude directly to your Google Drive, to your Notion, and your GitHub if you're a developer. Here, you have research mode. So research mode behaves just like deep research in ChatGPT, meaning that this will actually do research on the web for hours on end. And when I mean hours, it means hours. I have had sessions where Claude is actually searching through the web for information for way over 2 hours when I really need a lot of information. This model and this tool is one of the ones that can go the longest without any human intervention whatsoever, which is also what makes it so powerful. If I go back into the connectors right here, you can change the style at which Claude responds to you. So you can have it be more formal, you can have it be more more explaining. So if you're learning, you can use the learning mode, and it will actually explain everything that it does to you, so you learn about it. Last but not least, you have the custom connectors. So you can create custom connections to any other tool out there if you ever need it. Now, right here, you have a few pre-made prompts. So if you don't know how to use Claude, this is a fantastic way to start just brainstorming with a few of these prompts. Now, the chat window works exactly the same as ChatGPT, opening up a new chat, and you can also have an incognito window, meaning that inside of this incognito window, nothing will ever get saved. As soon as you close the window, it's closed forever. Now, projects on this left-hand side behaves just like ChatGPT. So I can write down investment project, for example. And then I can click create a project. This will open up a new folder where I can have conversations with it, and I can put custom instructions and files as the context. Now, if I go into some of my projects, for example, right now, I want to learn Italian. So I created a project where I have all of the conversations that I want to have with my coach, and the custom instructions are always reply in Italian and with Spanish translation so that I can understand everything. Another thing that makes Claude so powerful are artifacts. Now, artifacts are very simple to understand. Artifacts are just web pages or applications that are built by Claude. And you can have many use cases for this. So these are a few examples that were created just by the team at Anthropic. We even have 3D video games that are created by Claude. What's fantastic about artifacts is also the fact that you can put AI inside of them. What does that mean? You can actually have Claude inside of those artifacts. So for example, the one that I want to showcase to you right here is the brainstorm idea generator. I actually open it right here where you can put company context, the type of sessions that you're having, and what are your team goals. And whenever you click on generate ideas, this is actually using Claude to create that. So you can create yourself a cover letter generator. You can create yourself a business proposal generator. You can create for yourself a marketing asset generator. All of it through Claude Code, through Claude. Now, something that's key to understand. So here it failed to generate ideas because I already generated them before and I didn't change anything. So here you have all of the ideas that it generated. Now, something that's very important also to mention is that Claude is probably the only large provider out there that does not do image generation. Honestly, this might be a deal breaker for some people, but for me, it's not a problem. I love all of the other use cases of Claude well enough to just let go of image generation altogether. Now, this is the global overview of the standard version of Claude. But for the same $20 that you're paying, you also get access to something that's called Claude Code. Now, Claude and Claude Code are absolutely not the same beast. Claude Code is something that changes the game when it comes to AI. So much that I'm going to have an entire series dedicated on the impact of Claude Code on businesses and on anything that's related to society, because this is probably the most powerful tool to come out of 2025. Now, I am going to go back into Claude. This has been the global overview of all of the features that you need to know and understand in order to make the most out of the $20 that you're paying for Claude. You're going to have the new episode on how to run Claude Code soon enough. And I'm going to say, see you on the next episode. Bye.